Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi is refuting statements from the U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry over the South China Sea. Kerry accused China of making provocative moves. The two exchanged views during a phone conversation on Tuesday. And for more on China-U.S. relations, CCTV's Yin Hang joins us live from Beijing. Good morning.
Yes, Eileen, the phone conversation covered many issues, including building major country relations, Korean Peninsula tensions, and South China Sea issues. Well, during the talks, Wang reiterated China's willingness and determination over the construction of a new type of major country relationship. Kerry said the United States is willing to keep communication and cooperation with China on major issues in line with the spirit of the new type of major country relationship. And over the Korean tensions, Wang stressed China's stance over the denuclearization on the peninsula. He also called for restraint over the issue, and Kerry said the U.S. will firmly push for denuclearization and will cooperate with China. On the South China Sea issue, the Chinese Foreign Minister reaffirmed China's sovereignty rights, and he also urged the U.S. to be fair on the issue. In return, Kerry repeated the U.S. was not taking sides over the issue. Back to Eileen.
And Yin Hang, all this comes as China's army chief is in the United States for a visit. Have you heard if the South China Sea issue will be discussed between the two militaries?
Yes, Eileen, there has not been any comment from the Chinese army chief over the issue so far. The chief of the General Staff of China's People's Liberation Army, General Fang Fenghui, began his U.S. visit in San Diego. He was scheduled to tour aircraft carrier the USS Ronald Reagan and the high-speed combat ship USS Coronado. On Thursday, Fang will meet his counterpart General Martin Dempsey and chairman of the U.S. Joint Chiefs of Staff at the Pentagon. We will see what comes out after that meeting. Back to you, Elaine.
And, U.S. Treasury Secretary Jack Lew wrapped up his visit to Beijing on Tuesday. Any takeaways or other details coming out of his stay there in Beijing?
Yes, Eileen, Jacob Lew met with Chinese Premier Li Keqiang and Vice Premier Wang Yang, and Chinese leaders hope to enhance China-U.S. relations through boosting trade and economic cooperation. And Premier Li said common interests exceed disputes between China and the United States. He hopes the U.S. can relax its restrictions on high-tech exports to China and also provide a fair environment for Chinese companies investing in the United States. And Liu applauded China's reform and growth as beneficial for both the United States and the world at large. However, he also pressed China to ease exchange rate controls and lower barriers to trade and investment. So, Elaine, it seems like shaping a new type of major country relationship remains the main strength regarding China-U.S. ties. And we can see China and the U.S. are actually increasing cooperation and coordination, although there's agreement and disagreement. Back to you, Elaine.